All right, we're going to do a quick review of solving inequalities. And so our goal is to isolate the variable on one side of the inequality. So if we look at the first one here, working with inverse operations, I'm going to take and see that positive 6. I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. And then I have negative 2/3 times x. I have a fractional coefficient, so therefore I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. Reciprocal has the same sign as the original fraction. That's going to be that I'm multiplying by a negative 3/2 to both sides. That's going to give me an x on this side. Since I'm multiplying it by a negative, I am going to change the direction of the inequality symbol. And then over here, I'm going to end up with a negative 9. Now, if we were graphing this, a lot of us use the rule that we graph in the direction that the arrow points. Remember that we'd want to put the x here and the negative 9 here. And when we switch sides of an inequality like that, we must then also switch the direction of the inequality symbol. And we would then be able to use that rule that we graph in the direction that the arrow points. If we look at number 2 has variables on both sides of the inequality. And so I'm going to start by taking that 4x and moving it over to the other side so that all of my variable will be on the left side. And I'm left with x plus 4 is less than negative 9, which is just a one-step inequality now. So I see a positive 4. The inverse is to subtract 4. Remember that I only change the direction of this if I'm multiplying or dividing by negative. And since this is subtraction, it doesn't fit into that. So I'm going to keep it as a less than and have negative 13. Number 3 is a compound inequality with the word or. But to solve these, I simply solve each inequality independent of one another. So this first one, I see a positive 5. So I'm going to take and subtract 5 from both sides. That'll give me x is less than 0, the word or there. And then going to take and solve this next one, divide by negative 3. Dividing by a negative, I do want to change the direction of the inequality symbol. And that's going to give me a 5. And then this is my compound inequality. And I know we said solve, but just to give us another example of graphing this. I would have x is less than 0, open circle on 0. And shade everything less than it. And x is greater than 5, open circle on 5, shade everything greater than it. And so there's another example of our or inequality. Our last example here, number 4, is a compound inequality that is an and. And remember that it has the 3 parts. So if it helps you to see that, what we really have here is negative 6. And there's our inequality symbol, and negative 2x, and there's our inequality symbol. And so really we have what is almost like a middle part, a right side, and a left side. And what we do to one of those parts, we must do to all of those parts. And so since I want this x here by itself, that means I need to get rid of this negative 2, which means I'm going to divide by negative 2. And that means I must divide all the parts by negative 2. And when I divide by a negative, I must take and switch the direction of the inequality symbols. And if we were going to graph this inequality, let's just practice it since it's a compound one. we would have a closed circle on 3, and we would have an open circle on 5, and our shading would be between.